A Rolls-Royce deliberately rammed into the small electric car ahead. The driver, Erin, instantly flew into a rage. She grabbed her weapon, got out of the car, and confronted the owner. But when Erin saw who got out, she was stunned. Not only was he her direct supervisor, but also Milan, the boyfriend she had ruthlessly broken up with 4 years ago. 4 years prior, they had been a deeply devoted couple. But on that day, Milan suddenly discovered Erin had vanished without a word, breaking up with him. She even blocked his contact information entirely. 4 years later, Erin discovered the newly appointed CEO who had parachuted into the company was none other than Milan, the boyfriend she had ruthlessly dumped 4 years ago. Yet upon seeing her, the CEO pretended not to recognize her. Erin couldn't help but burst into tears. Had Milan's mother not pressured her 4 years ago, she never would have ended things with him. She never imagined they'd meet again after 4 years. Little did she know it was all the CEO's deliberate plan. He acquired the company where Erin worked and made her his personal assistant. Seeing Erin commute daily on her small electric scooter, the CEO feared for her safety. He ordered his driver to ram her with a Rolls-Royce to keep his job. The driver had no choice but to comply. When Erin saw her beloved scooter wrecked, she intended to demand an explanation, only to discover in shock that the person who hit her was her ex-boyfriend. But Milan didn't get angry. Instead, he offered to buy her a new one. Erin firmly refused. Unexpectedly, the CEO left the driver behind and got into the car himself. He backed up several dozen meters, stomped on the gas pedal, crashing straight into Erin's little electric scooter. Erin watched her beloved vehicle get wrecked into scrap metal, and it broke her heart. She yanked the little golden statue stuck on top, then couldn't hold back any longer. "Milan, are you out of your mind?" she yelled. The driver, however, was completely baffled, wondering who this Erin was to dare yell at the president, this living devil. But President Milan insisted on compensating him for the vehicle, directly instructing Erin to collect the keys to a new vehicle from his office the following day. The next morning, Erin not only received the keys to a brand new car, but Milan also presented her with an evening gown, urging her to change immediately to accompany him to meet a crucial client. After accompanying the CEO to the meeting, Erin wandered the streets alone, lost in her thoughts. Unnoticed by her, a car approached from the opposite direction. At the critical moment, the CEO, who had been silently following her, pulled her to safety. He offered to drive her home, but she refused. Then he suddenly scooped her up in his arms. When their eyes met in that moment, time seemed to freeze. When the CEO asked for her address, Aileen grew terrified, because when she'd left without a word before, she'd stolen his most beloved dog. If he found out, it would be disastrous. She could only give him a fake address. After the CEO dropped her off, she found a bicycle and pedaled home. Unbeknownst to her, the CEO witnessed the entire scene and secretly followed her. When the pet dog came out to greet her, Aileen noticed something different. It seemed to sense its true owner's scent. Seeing the empty hallway, Aileen assumed the dog was hungry and carried it inside. At that moment, the CEO emerged from hiding. He'd been searching for the dog relentlessly, but had found no trace. Never did he expect his ex-girlfriend had stolen it. Tears welled in the CEO's eyes. Meanwhile, Aileen gazed at the letters engraved on the dog's collar. Unbidden, memories of those beautiful times flooded back. She'd assumed the letters her boyfriend had engraved were the initials of her own name. Little did she know they spelled out her full name, intended for the dog to witness their love. Never part. Erin smiled to herself. She could never love anyone else again. Now, she could only keep the stolen dog by her side. The next day, as Erin got off work, her cousin came looking for her. He missed the dog so much. He'd even brought some local specialties from his hometown. But Milan, who'd been watching Erin's every move, misinterpreted the situation. Soon, law enforcement arrived at the door, accusing her of dog theft. They took Erin in for questioning. Her cousin was puzzled. Who had called the police? Erin claimed no knowledge. Just then, the dog wandered toward the hallway. Erin tried calling it back, but the dog's owner appeared in the corridor. None other than Milan, Erin's ex-boyfriend 50.